Good morning. It is Kirsten Liebelt. Happy Monday. Come on in, you guys. How are you doing? Good to see you. It's Thanksgiving week. How are you all doing? I'd love to know. If you're on the replay, let me know you're on the replay. And if you don't know anything about like what we do here, like how did you even stumble upon this video? My name is Kirsten Liebelt and I live in Minnesota. And we've been doing this Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in February. And then even longer than that, you guys, we've been doing the group, DFB group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. And we've been doing a free 5-day challenge in there every single month, you guys, for 2.5 years. So we've been doing this for a while. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab whatever you need and come and have a seat. And I'm going to grab my water and I've got my aminos in there today. And we are going to chat the difference between a cortisol belly and an insulin belly. Who wants to know? I had recently, like on TikTok, I'm showing a picture of myself from 9 years ago, and I'll do a post on it later today for y'all, everybody else. And hi, Sue from Michigan. Good to see you. Good to see you in the house. I was kind of going through some of my pictures because I'm like, it was right around Christmas time that I was like, I mean, it literally was. It was the Christmas season of me. I was 50. I'm 60 now, so it was 10 years ago. But I was, maybe I was 51 because it's 9 years ago. So 51, and I'm like, I have to do something. And how in the world will I ever change my Italian ways at Christmas time? Well, remember, I always tell you guys, I was such a turtle, and it did not happen right away. It did not happen right away. And I want everybody to have hope. And when I finally put on the proper lenses to view everything through, this is when everything changed. And so I'm just telling you, like your very best friend having a cup of coffee with you, that if you will change the way you are viewing the fact that you have weight that you can't lose, the viewing the way that you have, why you have so many meds maybe, or they're telling you to get on meds and you don't want to, whatever your story is, because there's so many different stories that are unique to you. Once you start to deal with the root cause of the root cause of the root cause of the root cause, the base of the tree, the trunk of the tree that causes literally freaking everything else, in my opinion, and that is insulin resistance. And when you do that, you will shift the way you not only get results, but you will shift the way you feel, and you will shift the way that you are doing life 5 years from now. It's sooner than that. But I always say, like 5 years from now, that person, you 5 years from now will turn around and say, thank you to the person you are right now. Thank you. Thank you for actually taking a half a minute and dissecting this. So let's get into it, because the belly is the most frustrating part of insulin resistance. Good morning, sweet lady Patty. Good to see you. Very, very good to see you. Okay, so let's dive right in. You guys have got Thanksgiving week right now. Number one thing that I want to make sure that you hear me on, if you don't hear anything else today, but you've either been stalking me or like maybe, and I don't mean that like in a weird way. I just mean that so many times people are like, I've been listening to you for like a year, or I've been listening to you for a really long time. And I'm just kind of seeing like, what part of your story is resonating with me, and whatever, like we all take time before, listen, I understand this more than anybody in the entire universe is how I feel. I watched people for 2 years before I did a live like this. For 2 years. So I know what it's like to let something kind of ruminate inside of you. So if you've been like thinking about some of the things that I talk about in terms of really targeting your supplementation towards root cause and not just Band-Aids all over your body, this is a fantastic time to start now. If you are a current customer, that customer campaign, listen, you have 6 days left in the month. Okay. So if you're already on a streak where you do 150 or more 3 months in a row, and on that third month, you get $75 off, don't ruin the streak. Don't do that. Stay on your streak. But more importantly, do it for your own consistency. Okay. And if you're brand new and you're like, I've been thinking about starting, well, If you do November, December, and January, you'll get that $75 off. They just erase it. You don't have to have a code. You don't have to pick specific products. You don't have to track it. You don't have to do anything. They'll give you the 75 in January, and then they're going to throw you an extra 50. So I don't know, can you do that math, right? Like that's really amazing. That means that 150, 150, 150 or more on all 3 months. And on that third month, you're going to get 125 off. I'd say that's a pretty sweet deal. So I want everybody to just pay attention to the fact that we are quickly approaching the end of the month. Okay. It's like it comes fast because we go Thanksgiving and then we go shopping weekend, man. Shopping weekend, baby. So don't forget you in the middle of this. Do not forget you. Okay. If you're brand new and you're like, I don't even know, like, okay, fine. But then what? Well, we have a free 5-day challenge coming up starting December 8th, and it'll go from 8th through the 12th. I will go live every day in the group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women, and just give your email to get in. Okay. Just to let you know, I'm going to warn you now. It's the only way I can notify people of stuff. But anyway, my point being that once you get in there, this is our 31st 5-day challenge. That's free. Like you will have all of the support, all of the encouragement, the track to run on, the blueprint of transformation. You will have like a tour of my pantry and my refrigerator. Like we will go deep and trying to help you to figure out and see how you can do life differently in the month of December. And then like launch yourself into January in a better position. So you can always grab your total body reset now and be set for that challenge. Do December differently. And then you are like standing on top of everything in January. You're not feeling like you're underneath, like you're trying to get your head above water. Instead, you're like up. Okay. So here we go. Good morning, Shirley girl. Good morning, friend. Good morning, Terry. Patty, you got your 150. So, you for the month. Good job, Patty. I know you guys, like this is the best deal ever. Like nobody ever gives us really good deals to reward us for consistency of wellness. Like nobody's paying attention to that at all. And it's frustrating. It's like, well, why can't I use my HSA? Why can't I quote it to insurance? Because that's not the point. The point is pharma. Right? So we're going to do things differently and we're going to take advantage. Lynn is in the house. Good to see you, Lynn. Good morning. Good morning, Magda. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm getting your little thing ready to send out, Magda. I apologize I should have sent it out the other day. And it's like, I've got a stack of them that are ready to go out. So I'm just kind of filtering through them, but yours is on the way, Magda. I promise you. So if you didn't know, I'm sending out a little gift package. Can you come for dinner? Yes, you can, Julie. But you know what? It's not going to be near as good as Italy or Greece. It's not going to be that amazing. Good to see you, Julie. If you guys didn't know, anybody who's doing the 150 or more this month in November, I'm sending you a little care package, even if you are a new or a current customer. So just to let you know, something's on the way. Little snail mail for y'all. So, okay. So let's talk about this because this is actually, I have a picture up here that I found of myself and it's on TikTok and you can go over there and look at it and then come back or whatever. But I did it because I found it. It was like 9 years ago and I'm holding up a Christmas bag. I was with some friends and we were shopping at the Mall of America. And I have a Nordstrom bag. Don't remember what was in it. But I'm like holding it in front of me. And who can relate to that? Like you're always hiding behind something, right? And that was right at that time where I was very much like, I have to figure this out. I have spent enough time now being scared because my dad died of type 2 diabetes when he was 63 years old. I've spent enough time being worried, like, how much am I drinking? Do I have dry mouth because I'm type 2 and I refuse to go in and get checked? Am I peeing too much because I'm type 2 and I'm scared? Am I, what is it? And so I needed to finally do something. And so it was during Christmas time of all times of the year to try to finally get a handle on your universe. And I certainly didn't do it like with perfection, but I had just started to really supplement. I started with the trio. We can talk about that later, but I started with those 3 first. And I'm like, I'm going to figure this out one way or another. but I have no clue because there was no live video. And I watched people for a long time before I went live. So I did a lot of like paying attention to like Maria Emmerich stuff. I'm like looking things up and I'm like trying to figure out, so what can I change and how do I eat real food? Like I have no clue. And that's how I started. And it took me about 3 to 4 years to figure out my food because, like I said, it was just me and Jesus right here. Just me talking to the Lord saying, I need help. I didn't tell anybody else what I was doing. I was scared about my type 2 potential. And I was also scared about, and I just didn't want the food bullies. I didn't want the food pushers. That was a very big deal for me. Okay. So here we go. So when you're talking about your belly and whether or not you have, you might say, well, is it insulin belly, cortisol belly? Maybe you've never even heard those two terms. Let me break it down for you to help you to kind of just have an idea. And then, of course, we're going to talk about how to deal with this because they are connected. So like if you're super tired of sucking in your stomach, then keep watching, okay? If this is you, if you're tired, keep watching, because what I'm going to say is like how to make your belly finally make sense. Like let's assess it for just a minute. We're not going to like, spend a ton of time, but we're going to assess it. Okay. That's what we're going to do. All right. So most women think that their belly is just a sign of aging or eating wrong or not enough willpower. I'm sure that you thought all of those things. I know I have as well, but I want to tell you something that no one told me. No one told that person right there. No one told her. Okay. Your belly is not random. It's actually kind of not your fault, right? But it is absolutely not in your head. So I know sometimes we think like we're trying to plug in old methods as to why something is the way that it is, but it's actually a hormone story. Okay. It's a hormone story. So let me show you something that maybe you've never heard of before. Okay. Let's do this. So there are actually 2 types of bellies that women struggle with. The first one is cortisol belly. Okay. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Judy, good to see you. She says, thankful for you, Kirsten. Good to see you, Judy. Thank you. You're so sweet. You guys are just like the best. You are literally the best. My people are the best. I don't know about anybody else's people. Mine are the best. Okay. So the first one is cortisol belly and it sits really high. Okay. So it sits really high. It feels tight and it feels swollen. All right. And it shows up when stress, like, oh, come on, like we're going into the holidays. Take a minute just to like get this figured out in your brain. Shows up when there's stress, poor sleep, or inflammation that pushes your cortisol up. And cortisol is a hormone. So it's pushing your cortisol up, okay? Cortisol raises your blood sugar. Raises your blood sugar. Do you understand? Like we just had this conversation, not last week, but the week before, because I talked to you about how I had to go to the ER and it was raising my blood sugar, but it's because my cortisol went sky high. Because if you have any pain or discomfort, your sugars are going to rise because it's your body protecting you. Your body's trying to help you. Okay. Your body was created to function. Remember that, right? So it shows up when you're stressed. You have poor sleep, inflammation raises your cortisol. Cortisol raises your blood sugar and your body responds instantly, just instantly. The second one is insulin belly. Okay. So cortisol belly is up and high and hard. Insulin belly sits lower. All right. It sits lower and it feels round and heavy, like kind of weighing down. Right. And it comes from elevated insulin storing fat deep around your organs. Golly, remember how like we talk about visceral fat and how dangerous it is and how frustrating it is. Well, it's coming from insulin being high all the time. So it's fat that is deep, deep, deep around your organs, that stubborn belly fat that just will not move. And here's the part that nobody talks about. Cortisol and insulin, they act like sister hormones. Okay. So yes, your belly is reacting to your life and they kind of play off of each other all the time. So most of y'all are going to say to me, I have both. I have both. And that's why everything that I talk about is like, it's all encased It's all in a nugget, because some of you are definitely doing all of the targeted supplementation for your insulin resistance. And some of you are then adding on like the ashwagandha and magnesium because you're trying to target your cortisol. Last weekend, we did an in-person vendor event here in the cities. I'm in Minnesota. And we did an in-person vendor event, and I talked to a lot of women about cortisol because we are stressed and we do not sleep and we are frustrated. And we go to the matrix and they do not give us answers. They do not help us. They offer scripts for anti-sadness or anti-anxiousness, or they put a Band-Aid on our acid reflux. They do things like that, right? This looks like it's weird. Sorry, Instagram. That looks weird. And they do not address the core issue, the root cause. Remember, you and I, we talk about root cause issues. And then we take our supplementation and we target it towards the root cause issue. Make your body deliver you a different result. You want that different result to be like a lowering of scripts, the lowering of pounds, the lowering of inches, the lowering of fatigue, the lowering of brain fog, the lowering of fatty liver, the lowering of all of these are testimonies that you have given to me from doing what I did and transferring that to you. And then you guys just crush my results. You're just like, bam, 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 bam. You go way faster than I did. You go further than I did. You guys have all these labs, these yummy labs that you send to me, like a fatty liver going from bad to mild, right? Like getting off of 10 meds, right? Like losing 13, 14 inches in your trunk area, visceral fat, insulin stores fat deep, deep, deep. It's not the fat that you can pinch. It's deep, deep, deep. Okay. And that is dangerous. So we talk in this world, both kind of insulin, and then we talk about cortisol at the same time because you have to fix your stress and you have to fix your sleep. So why other things haven't worked for you, it's not about your willpower, right? It's not. It's a hormonal conversation. Good morning, Marilyn. She says, happy Monday, friends. Okay, Patty, I don't know what I said for you to react that way. You're so funny. I'm not really sure, but you can tell me if you want to. If you don't have to, if your hands are busy, you don't have time, that's okay. But sometimes I never know what I say, right? So most women try more cardio. I just need more cardio. Some are like more ab works out. I've got to just work my core, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Like all the stuff is good, but these are not the fixes for what you are talking about when it comes to your insulin and your cortisol belly. Eating less, skipping meals, like, no, these are not the answers. But none of that lowers your cortisol. None of that is lowering your insulin. So the belly stays and then we blame ourselves. And people are like, I've tried everything and I'm so frustrated. I had this beautiful, beautiful person who is a current customer of mine. And she started September 18th. And over that first month, she lost 11 pounds and she lost an entire inch right here. But then what happened was she ended up getting pneumonia. Okay. So she was put on steroids and all of this stuff. And so it really she got set back because all of that stuff will get you to retain water. Now you have to clear it through your liver, high inflammation, like you got stuff going on, right? And that's frustrating. And that happens to us. But if you can keep it in your brain, I mean, just think about that. She lost 11 pounds her first month. Like you're not failing, you're winning, but you had that little setback. Okay. Right. But that's what happens is we keep thinking that it has to do with all of the other things that we have been told that they are, where we're like, well, you're just not doing enough cardio. You got to work your core. You got to skip a meal. You got to eat less, move more, la, 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 la. But the truth is that she got her body to deliver her a different result. And now, guess what? She's going to have to kind of recalibrate a tiny bit, because now she's got to clear all of this out of her system, just like me, right? And your liver is so freaking important. And what are the 3 things that I'm going to talk to you about today? What am I going to talk to you about today? Like I talk to you about every other single day. Because if you want your cortisol down and your insulin down so that you can have a different result in your body, then you're going to have to deal with your liver, your gut, and your insulin. You're going to have to do that. Okay? Now, you may not want to be connected to me to do it. That's okay. Take that information and go figure it out. Liver, gut, and insulin. You have to get them to function better. You've got to get that insulin down. Otherwise, you can't burn fat. You've got to get that liver function up or you can't burn fat. Your gut, if it's leaky from insulin resistance, you're just leaching all of those nutrients right into your bloodstream, those toxins right into your bloodstream. You are just not able to then deliver the result. You're not able to actually get down your insulin and do all of the things that you need to do, okay? Especially ladies, if you do not have a gallbladder. Especially because now your liver is working double time, okay? So here are like a couple of just tips that you could do at home that you don't even need anything for. Move your big muscle groups for 60 seconds or more. So squats, sits, wall sits, like you can sit on a wall. You can do counter push-ups, like super easy, right? Get your big muscles working for you. You want muscle mass. You need muscle in order to clear your glucose, right? Pull glucose into your muscles without needing insulin. That's what happens when you build muscle. So get yourself some resistant bands off of Amazon. I should put those on my faves list. I should do that. But these are simple. They're doable. They interrupt the cortisol insulin cycle like immediately. Okay. That's why going for a walk is huge. Eat and go for a walk. Eat and go for a walk. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Get your thighs building some muscles, right? Get your calves, building muscle. And if you want to support this naturally the way that I do, like you can do supplementation. But there are so many other things that you could be doing, like don't eat every 2 hours. That was really bad, dumb advice. Get off of grains and sugar and legumes and stop spiking your sugars and calling on insulin. I had to make that decision when I was a 2X in size and Italian. And I still am Italian, but I thought this would never happen. And now I know better. Now I know that actually wasn't the hardest thing for me to do, because I just traded out the ingredients to the foods that I already loved. I didn't have to go down a road of, okay, you're going to eat really crappy food. It's going to taste like total crap, but nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. That's BS. Stop all of that marketing trash that they've given us. Stop it, stop it, stop it. So your belly is not betraying you. I mean, I know it feels like it is, but it's not. It's communicating with you. It's telling you something. Okay? And you just finally know now what it's been saying. So remember, the insulin belly is high up and it's hard. Sorry, the cortisol belly is high up and it's hard. The insulin belly is down low and it's like rounded. And you might have both. But isn't that why we get so freaking excited to hear the testimonies? I lost 14 inches. And that might take like a year. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not going to tell you something that's not true in that realm. That might take you a full year to lose 13, 14 inches off of your whole trunk, but that's not losing just water weight, muscle, impacted waist, inflammation. No, you're literally getting your body into fat burning mode, because when your insulin comes down, you can fill in the blank, burn fat. When your liver function goes up, you can fill in the blank, burn fat. We're going to do both. We're going to do both. The food side of everything is in the group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. You can jump in there. You can go to my site right here on FB and the tube right there. And you can get into my free site. It's all on my profiles. You can get everywhere. I've got my stuff everywhere. But you can Get into the group, give your email to get in, and we'll do a free challenge starting Monday, December 8th. And I will go live at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all 5 days. And we will do insulin resistance and food ingredient trade outs. And I'll give you a tour of my pantry and my refrigerator. And we'll dive deeper than what I'm going to tell you here in like 30 seconds about supplementation. And then we will do a recipe. Okay. And we do this every month, and we've done it for 2.5 years. And then you finally feel like there is somebody there that will walk journey with you, that there is somebody finally there to help you to understand when it takes time for your brain to like turn off the old spigot of marketing that was told to us, like indoctrinated into us. That is not true. You know, it's not what you don't know that will hurt you. It's what you think you know to be true. That is not true. That's what hurts you. That's what keeps you from your goals. You're so sure that skipping a meal is the key. You're so sure that eating less and moving more, that's all I have to do. You're so sure because this is what's been told to you. They literally made it into slogans for our insurance companies. Do you understand how deeply rooted this thought process is? And we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's driving us nuts because it's not producing what we want. So we're going to shift that. We're going to talk about hormones. We're going to talk about the cellular base of everything, and we're going to actually get you results so that your body is producing and delivering something completely different for you. Okay. I mean, if you trash your body with, let's say, alcohol, sugar, and over-the-counter meds all the time, your body is going to deliver you a result, isn't it? Might not be preferable, but it's going to deliver you a result. Or if you have super toxic thought processes all the time, you're just like totally toxic, you're totally like negative, you're totally always thinking about like, oh no, something's going to happen to me, or you're just hating yourself inside of your head all the time, just negative, 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 negative. Your body's going to produce a result for you, isn't it? Might not be the result you want, but it will produce a result. So what happens if you flip the script? And you say, oh, I'm going to put input into my body, something completely different to get a different result. That's what we do. Okay. Lisa, I can. So the upper belly is cortisol. The lower belly is insulin. And most of us have both. Most of us are dealing with both. Marilyn, she says, so grateful for your information. You give hope. You give hope to many. This is adding years of better health. Excuse me. I'm so thirsty. I had breakfast this morning. I had eggs and a chicken sausage from Amy Lou, the andouille, and then some egg white bread. So I forgot to drink enough. Good morning, Susan, and happy Monday. Hello and good morning, Jackie. Good to see you. Insulin belly must go. Praying for some updated retraining for our script water writers. Yes, amen. Insulin belly must go. That's right. I love that. Okay. So for any of you that have always wondered about, like I talk about, oh, is it freezing up, Lisa? My Instagram. So for anybody that has like wondered, how in the world did Terry at 62, she's 63 now, in 8 months, she dropped 50 pounds. She weighs less than she did in 30 years. Her A1C has gone from a 6 point. Oh, man, I hate it when I don't know my numbers. I don't ever want to give false numbers. It's in my stories. I posted it in my stories, both on all platforms. It's in my stories, except for the tube, because there's not stories there. But if you are looking for her stats, because I don't like to, but they were in the sixes. Here it is. I have it on right here. From 6.7 down to 5.4. She lost 50 pounds. She's kept it off for a full year now. That's the key. You want to hear about that piece. And she's lost 13 and a half inches off her trunk. How did she do that? Well, she did trade out her food ingredients, and she did the total body research. She actually did food first. She started to work with food first, and then she found me and went, I'm going to help my body produce a different result. And she started with the total body reset. So 6 pieces. I'll go through them very quickly for you. If you want a deeper dive, that's in the group. Okay. So when I was a 2X, and you guys can see that on my before and after over there. When I was a 2X, I started with 3 sups that have 3 ingredients that help with insulin sensitivity. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't actually think it was going to work for me. I mean, like, I just didn't know anything. I was a total sugar addict. I knew nothing about insulin resistance, didn't even know the terminology existed. And my idea of supplementation was ibuprofen. So I started with these 3: insulin, liver, metabolism. Okay, so this is a very, very, very good start. Some people only start with this. That's perfect. 3 a day, 3 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day. That's the trio. The 4th piece is the gut primer. Okay, this is 6 different blends, all in one little scoop. Okay, 6 different blends. It's not just a greens product. It's really important that you understand that. I have a greens product. It's organic. It's amazing. It's sweetened with stevia. It's like phenomenal. It's really, really good. That's not this. This is a gastrointestinal primer. So it's a pre and a post biotic. It's digestive enzymes. It is, the greens that are in here are fermented. The spices are alkaline. You're changing the environment of your gut completely. Okay. So for people who deal with constipation, indigestion, leaky gut, you don't have a gallbladder anymore. And so your liver function is like in just down, down, down. And you're like, wow, I wonder if it is my liver that is sluggish and it's keeping me from burning fat. Okay, I just put a little bit in cold water, and I left my glass here, and then like right before I went live, I moved it over because I was gonna like grab it and show you, but I already took mine for this morning. It's in my stories, and I just froth it up with my little frother thingamajigger. Okay, the 5th one, it's like I have a good intention. I have a good thought when I get started, and then I'm like, anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, my probiotic 5 strains, they are alive. You want live strains. The problem is that sometimes we think, oh, well, I'm eating good yogurt. Well, that's not enough to recalibrate your microbiome. I'm just saying. So 5 live strains, I put it on my tongue, just like this in the morning. Just like that. Super easy. You could put it in, you could sprinkle it on cold food, but I just do it like that. And the last one, you guys, this is the visceral fat burner. I wish more people like understood when I talk about this product. It's created for a sports nutrition line. It's something that I sourced right out of there. It's a clinical dose of an extract, and it literally does change your visceral fat. Like, this is where people get that MRI from a fatty liver to go from bad to mild. This is where, when she says I lost 13 inches right here in the trunk, that's because insulin that's raised all day long, it's elevated all the time. It's storing fat deep, deep, deep around your organs, deep. And now you got to deal with that. That's the fat that you can't see, but it's emitting inflammation and it's emitting hormones, and it's really keeping you unable to move. So this is the last of the 6 pieces. Okay. So that's the total body reset. And nobody should ever feel like, if you have any confusion at all, that you can't reach out to me and go, I don't know if I need all 6, or I don't know if I want to start with all 6. Maybe I just want to start with the trio. Every single person that can hear my voice should know you can reach out to me and you can say, I need a customized cart, or I need to tell you a part of my story first. I need to actually know exactly what it is that I need. Like, maybe all you want to do is target your liver. Maybe all you want to do is target your gut. Maybe all you want to do is target your A1C. Like, you get to choose your own journey, because then you're going to own it and you're going to be consistent with it. But then if you choose consistency, man, you're going to get paid back in spades, not just with scripts that can go down potentially, right? Because I can never make any claims. But so many of you tell me all of the scripts that you've gotten off of, or not just in the fact that you could lose all the inches and you could feel like you could button your jeans and not have to suck in and not breathe during pictures. Because we all do that, right? Or hold a bag in front of you, like is my picture of the day. This is common. I have a picture of me at Christmas time, like right around the same time, where I am not even kidding you. I could not have hidden any more in that picture. And it's just my family. I could not have, had I hidden any more, I would have been directly behind my husband. Like, that's how, who's in the house? Shy. Good to see you. thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate you. But I could not have hidden any more. It was just absolutely freaking ridiculous. So I get all of this, right? I get all of it. Interesting. So Jackie says, a holistic healer said, it will take 1 month of consistency for each year you have been unhealthy. For me, I was 40 when I was last healthy. I am 61. It will take 20 months of consistency to become healthy. That's super interesting. Yeah, so tired of trying to be Waldo, Lynn says. I'm serious. It's so dumb, but it's like normal. It's normal because we either just kind of have a little bit of a self-loathing for our body, and we also have shame about our journey. And there are lots of reasons for that. But nonetheless, the whole opportunity to get rewarded for your health journey, you guys, I can't express it enough, because I think this is such an opportunity for people that have, like, you've been trying to give yourself permission. But you're going to go out there and you're going to buy presents for every freaking other person, and you're not going to maybe take care of you. And I'm just here to tell you, you need to at some point say that you are more important, because then you are actually there to function for those people. It's the oxygen mask scenario. It's the oxygen mask analogy. My grandbabies don't know that I take care of me so that I can be on the floor with them. But they're so happy that I'm on the floor with them this last week and playing with Magna-Tiles and Play-Doh. And they're so happy that when they run and they want me to, like, pick them up and hold them, they don't know that I have invested money and time and effort and bad recipes and ingredients that I burned, and mental, like, space of having to get rid of my bad thoughts. They don't know any of that, but they get the best Nona. They get me at my best version. So we want to maybe be affirmed sometimes by buying presents for everybody else. And I get that too. And I'm not putting that down. And you should buy presents for people, but don't lose you in the middle of this. Don't do that. Don't say you're going to wait till January. Instead, start in November. Do 150 or more, November, December, and January. And then in January, you're going to get $125 off. Didn't that just pay you back for making the decision in November? Didn't that just pay you back? I'm just telling you, like, when an opportunity strikes, when it presents itself, grab it and say, okay, I'm going to stop feeling guilty for investing in me. I'm going to stop feeling bad that I'm going to take care of me so that I can fill in the blank. Actually get on a plane and travel to see my family. Actually get on the floor and be with my grandbabies. Actually not have to nap every single day and then I don't want to leave the house, or whatever it is for you. Everybody has something different. You take care of you so that you can serve better, longer, higher everybody else around you. They don't have to understand it. You don't have to explain this to anybody. You do this for you. So I don't apologize at all anymore. I used to. I don't apologize at all for any time that I take, any effort that I make, any financial input that I put in, because the story is not that I lost my 3 sizes in my 50s. The story is I kept it off because I changed the way my body functioned. The story is not that Terry lost 50 pounds in 8 months and she's 62 years old. The story is she's kept it off for a year because she dealt with the root cause conversation. She didn't put another Band-Aid on. She didn't try another system that had pretty packaging. She didn't just follow the insurance company slogan, eat less, move more. She didn't do any of that. She said, I hear her. She's saying liver, gut, and insulin. I'm diving in. I'm going to do liver, gut, and insulin. Bam. Her body responded, delivered her, here you go, Terry. Here's your result. The result before was that you would never tuck in your blouse and you had 50 pounds on you that you didn't like, and you probably were kind of tired. And you were probably hiding in photos. And there was a pillow on your lap if you're sitting on the couch. and there's like my picture, a bag in front of me, shopping with my friends. Get your body to deliver you a different result. So if anybody needs any information on the total body reset, do it now in November. Get your 125 off in January because you're going to be consistent. And then I'm also sending out care packages to people. And the care packages are like, I have a dry brush, and see, I've got everything over there because I'm packaging things up. So all of my stuff is over here on a table because I'm packaging things up for you. But I wanted to get you a dry brush, some magnesium bath salts, etc. So it's just a little care package from me because I want you to actually take care of you during the holidays. So there you go. All right. I hope that you have such an amazing day. I hope that you do not feel like you are overwhelmed for the holidays of Thanksgiving if you are in the United States. I hope that you can go into your Thanksgiving without being mean girl to yourself, without feeling the stress of the food pushers and the food bullies. I hope that it can just be you and Jesus in your head saying, I'm just going to do the best that I can. And I'm not going to like beat myself up, but I am going to take steps to get in the right direction. And for you, that might be saying, I'm going to be there with bells on for that free challenge on December 8th in the group, Ditch Insulin Resistance for Women. I'm going to do it for me. It's just a little nugget every day for 5 days. And I'm going to change the way I holiday this year. I'm going to grab my total body reset. I'm going to have it in hand when that challenge starts, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And I don't care what everybody else is doing around me, and I don't care what everybody else thinks around me. In fact, I may not even tell anybody what I'm doing. That was me. That was me. And when everybody started pushing food on me, I'd say, oh my gosh, that does. It looks so good. I'm just so full right now. I'll let you know if I need some. None your business. None your business. I don't eat for your pleasure. I take care of me now because those little boys, they are yummy. They deserve a Nona that functions. That's what they deserve. The other food pushers, move along. Just move along now. See you later. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out. See ya. Bye-bye. I don't eat for your pleasure. I eat for my fueling. I make my own decisions. There you go. So Joan says, thank you, Kirsten. I'm grateful for your happy ideas and doing something for me. Excited. Joan, you're on a really good journey. You're doing such a good job. Lee, you made your second order of all the good stuff that's working. Love my new routine. Oh, Lee, I'm so excited. And that means, Lee, that what's going to happen for you, Lee, I'm going to tell you right now so that people don't think they're going to miss out if they don't do everything the way that I tell you. I mean, anyway, because if you're a current customer, so you did your second month. So in December, Lee, when you do your third order, you're going to get $75 off. And then just because they're bonusing people in January, be consistent again in January, and you're actually going to get $50 off that order because December is going to get you the 50 in January. Okay. So I'm just telling you, you've got a couple bonuses coming up now for the next 2 months straight. So don't let up the gas on what you're trying to accomplish for you and your future. So, all right, reach out to me, get into my inbox if you need information on the total body reset. I would be so happy to get you. I'll send you a customized cart if you need to. I will help you get your first order up and running. And we are going to actually crush the holidays. Crush. We're going to do it all together. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. See you later, you guys. Love you so much.